Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince with another Total War Attila tournament match cast. This is the Aggony 2015 Team Championships final best of 3 between the Agartha team, Orgetorix and Ragnar, and Dzambal and Oleg Vadimovic. So Orgetorix and Ragnar in the first game. We have Orgetorix as the Alans, Ragnar playing as the Jutes. For their opponents, Dzambal is the Langobards and Oleg Vadimovic is the Vandals. So I'm gonna go over the builds of Agartha first. So for Orgetorix as the Alans, we have, let us see, we have this Alani General with a Brace. Then we see 3 Alani Horsemen, 4 Noble Alani Cav, and an Elite Sarmatian Cataphract. Then we have up front we see a lot of these Germanic bows, just regular Germanic bows, interestingly enough, 6 of them. We have 2 Elite Aggothercy Warriors here with the Sarmatian Warband. Then we have 2 more Elite Aggothercy Warriors. Now though, for his ally, Ragnar, who is the Jutes, we have this Nordic Warlord Bronze 1 Gen with Brace. Then we see, let's see, in terms of cavalry, 1, 2, 3, 4 Nordic Horse Lords, as you would expect. That's basically it. Then we see 1, 2, 3, 4 of these Nordic Hurlers. We have 2 Nordic Brigade here. And as for his infantry contingent, 1, 2, 3, 4 Royal Huscarls. 1, oh wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Royal Huscarls and 3 regular Huscarls. So that's basically like 8 Huscarls, like 8 strong units. That's pretty insane, honestly. Now for their opponents though, let's go over their builds. So for Dzambal, who is the Langobards, I think he's around here. We see the Ghanan's Warlord General, not a bad choice at all, with Fear ability. Then in terms of skirmishes, we see 1, 2, 3, 4 of these Germanic Hurlers. Now for his cavalry, let's see, 1, 2, 3, oh no, what's going on here? Okay, 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen here, and then 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen here. That seems to be the Cav contingent for the Langobards. Then infantry-wise, what do we have for the Langobards? 2 Horse Hewers on the right, 2 Horse Hewers on the left. Let's see, what else do we have? So over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ghanans and a Ghanans chosen. So not a bad choice at all, honestly. Now for his ally, who is the Vandals, that would be Oleg Vadimovic. We see a Vandal Warlord Bronze 1 Gen with Fear. Up front we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Germanic bows. Then we have, let's see, 2 Alani Horsemen Bronze 1 in the center, 2 Noble Alani Cav Bronze 1 on the right, 2 Noble Alani Cav Bronze 1 on the left, and then 2 of these Royal Swebby Cavalry, looks like 1 is Bronze 2, and 2 more Alani Horsemen Bronze 1, so lots of Cav for the Vandals here. As for the infantry contingent, well, you see 3 Vandal Berserkers here, and I believe that's it, indeed. That is it for the Vandals. So let's fast forward a little bit because there might be some skirmishing going on here. As you can see, the Germanic bows of the Alliance pushing up against the Germanic Hurlers. They're definitely going to do okay against the Germanic Hurlers here, especially as the Hurlers are coming up real close. So they're going to take extra damage from these bows. Looks like they just want to go in melee though. That's interesting. Oh no, now they're going to pull back. Oh, and now the Ghanasmen can be targeted by the Germanic bows as they are in range. Very nice targeting by the Alans here with the Germanic bows. However, they are pushing up a little bit too far, and now the Cav can get to them. And here come the Germanic Hurlers with Precision Shot activated into the rear of these units. Could do a lot of damage. Now they're going to turn around, so there's going to be an engagement over here, it looks like. Nordic Horse Lords are throwing into the rear of the Noble Alani Cav, I believe. Their jabs, okay, some of them got thrown. These guys threw their jabs and got some kills, actually. Looks like they also may have connected with the Noble Alani Cav. As for the engagement here, it looks like there's an engagement. Oh, this cavalry doesn't get the best engagement. Now there's an Elite Aggothercy Warrior killing it. As for this flank, you can see the Nordic Brigade died, but doesn't really matter though. The thing that matters is that there's gonna be Huskarls coming in to support, and they are... I mean, the cavalry needs to get into the Huskarls, but that's impossible right now, as you can see. So there's an engagement over here. Horse Lord is gonna lose the rolls to heavy cavalry. Actually, no. Gonna beat them eventually. As for here, Noble Germanic Horseman against Noble Line Cavalry, but the Noble Germanic Horseman got into both of these bows as well, so that's pretty good for it. But the engagement over here should go horribly wrong for the non-Agartha team, for Oleg and Dzambal, because there's this Huskarl here, which is just going to do a lot of damage. It's a Royal Huskarl, just killing units here, as is this one, just with rapid advance. It's fighting in there. This other Huskarl here has, looks like it actually took a charge, but it's still going to do a lot of damage here. So for the engagement over here, as you can see, the Huskarl is just fighting off against these cav units. They're just going to destroy them in melee. So for here, as you can see, this Elite Agathyrsi crushed through this cav. Now there's more Elite Agathyrsi here. The Ghanan's chosen, getting focused over here. As you can see, that's not a bad choice at all. Now they're targeting this Horse Hewer, also a good choice, because as you can see, 0 missile block chance, low armor and health. Here though, this Horse Lord needs to activate Headhunt, and it does. And this is going to be a pretty nice recharge into the Horse Hewers. It's going to get them off the field really soon. So for the engagement over here, just a lot more units here for Agartha. Actually, not more units, but more effective ones. More Huskarls on the field here. And they're going to trade pretty well here, especially with some support. But they're not going to win against all these Ghanensmen, that's for sure. There's just way too many Ghanensmen. But they're going to do fine in the melee. These Elite Agathyrsi 2 here. Huskarls getting more and more kills. For the engagement over here, as you can see, the Alani Horsemen and are not doing too bad here. The Vandal Berserkers, apparently they got charged. Engagement over here, as you can see, this Noble Lani Cav going to lose to this one. No, it's actually pretty even. But this Noble Lani Cav could go down. I don't know why it's not being focused, though. That's a mistake. This Ghanan's chosen going to die, as it was focused by the Germanic bows. More cav coming around here for the Jutes. This Horse Lord going for the enemy general, but not the best angle, though. It's still gonna make sure that it's stuck there, the general. However, as you can see now in the center, the Huskarls are going down right now, but not after doing an insane amount of damage and holding out for very long. You can see they've got, like, I mean, not a lot of kills, but they're in such a huge block with so many enemy units. Now these Elite Agathyrsi here, though, still holding on, just doing a lot of damage to the enemy. As for this side, you can see sooner or later the Vandal Warlord General is going to die, and once that happens, the Agartha team is going to take a massive advantage in this engagement. Now this Alani Horseman here, looks like both these units came back, which is very good for Agartha. This Germanic bow is going to be off the field. As for the Vandal Warlord, looks like he's going to die soon, and lots of units blinking for Oleg and Dzambal. Their Ghanensmen and Horse Hewers not looking great right now. They're all wavering, and they're going to rout soon. This is massive. This Ghanen's Warlord. Ooh, the general is dead. I believe that's the Vandal Warlord, and a lot of units should be wavering and routing right now. Not only did the general being dead, but also because of army losses, and as you can see, just a massive chain rout for Oleg and Dzambal. Just not a lot of units left on the field for them. And it's really difficult for them to deal with these Huskarls. Just look at how many kills they've gotten. They're still alive. And these Huskarls here still fighting against the Ghanensmen. It's pretty insane. And now we have extra units coming to support more Royal Huskarls, because why not? Can never have enough Royal Huskarls. Oh wow, the lag here. As I zoom in into these, all these bodies here are causing a massive amount of lag. But yeah, it's pretty much over at this point, so let's just zoom in on the Ghanen's Warlord here as he is fighting against all these units. But there's just like 10 men left or something in the Ghanen's Warlord. Ooh. So yeah, that is going to be game. Let's just fast forward at this point, because there's not much going on. Just this poor Horse Hewer, which actually got like a decent chunk of kills, but still, it is a victory for the Agartha team in the first game. Pretty clear, actually. Let's look at the stats. Yeah, Huskarls, 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 of course. And then Horse Lord's doing pretty decent. As for Orgetorix, Elite Agathyrsi, pretty nice stuff. Germanic bows even, nice stuff. And Noble Lani Cav, of course. These two doing exceptionally well, and the lead Sarmatian Cataphract as well, and the Ilani Horseman. As for Oleg, I mean, his cap didn't do too terribly, but he just had 3 Vandal Berserkers, which didn't cut it, it seems, except for this one, I guess. As for Dzambal, again, his Godon's Men, Horsehewers, and Godon's Chosen didn't get enough done, especially this Godon's Chosen, which got focused and destroyed. Surprisingly, his Noble Germanic Horseman did pretty well, as did his Hurlers. But yeah, that is game 1. So currently, 1-0 lead for Ragnar of Agartha and Orgetorix of Agartha in this matchup. They are on match point and I guess tournament win point. I shall see you in game 2. This is the second game of the match. Dzambal and Oleg have to come back into this one if they want to win the tournament, of course, because one more loss means that they're out of the tournament. Of course, they'd be out in second place, which is pretty honorable, but I'm sure they want first place in this tournament. But Orgetorix and Ragnar, I'd say definitely the more accomplished players when you compare them to Dzambal and Oleg. Well, okay, maybe Oleg has a lot of accomplishments himself, but yeah, definitely as a team, Orgetorix and Ragnar have more accomplishments themselves, I would say. Anyway, now let's just put it in slow motion and go over the build. So I'm gonna go over Orgetorix's build first, as usual. Then we have the Ilani General here. Let's see, with Brace. For Cavalry Contingent, we have 4 Noble Ilani here on the right cav, and then 3 Ilani Horsemen in the center. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what is this? Okay, 2 Germanic bows, and then 1, 2, 3 Germanic archers. We also see 2 Germanic pikes on the field. Infantry wise, 1, 2. Okay, so I believe 2 Sarmatian Warband? No. 1 Sarmatian Warband and 4 Elite Agathyrsi Warriors. Now for his ally, Ragnar, who is the Jutes, we see the Nordic Warlord General Bronze 1 with Brace. Then we have, let's see, a bunch of Huskarls this time around. He has changed up his build slightly, I think. So just only 3 Royal Huskarls. But we have 3 regular Huskarls as well. So it's 6 of them in total. Or is it? No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 Royal Huskarls and then like just 3 regular Huskarls, it seems. And the Royals are in front. Then we have, of course, the 4 Nordic Horse Lords on the field. We have a Nordic band on this flank and a Nordic brigade on the other flank. Also a bunch of Nordic hurlers, so 3, 4, 5 Nordic hurlers. So that's basically it. Let's fast forward the game. Oh wait, what am I doing? I need to go over Oleg and Dzambal's build. So for Dzambal, who is the Langobards, let's see, where is his composition? I need to see it. It's kind of difficult though. So he has this Godon's Warlord General with Fear again. Then we see Horse Layers on the right flank, Horsehewers on the left flank. Let's see what else though. So we see Godon's Men, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Godon's Men as you would expect. And 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen, Bronze 1 over here. What else though? What else is the question? In terms of skirmishers, well, as you can see here, 1, 2 hurlers, it seems. Just 2. Okay, no. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these Germanic hurlers. And I imagine 4 Noble Germanic Horsemen in total. Yep, there we go. They're all Bronze 1. And I think that's... Okay, we also have this Godon's Chosen in the back here, kind of as a reserve. Now for the build of his ally, Oleg, as the Vandals. Where's his general? There it is, the Vandal Warlord with Fear. And we actually see Ilani Horsemen on the field here, which are going to destroy this Nordic band. Up front we see a bunch of bows as well, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Germanic bows, which as you can see they're getting destroyed here by Nordic Brigade and Germanic Archers. This is a pretty good engagement for Agartha team so far. Then in terms of infantry units, well, let's go over the cav first. So 2 Nobilani cav here. Looks like vanilla. And Two Novolani Cav on the right as well, and I don't think they have more Cav than that. Yeah, so they didn't really take too much Cav this time around. For the infantry, though, of the Vandals, let's see what we have. So 1, 2, 3 Vandal Berserkers on the field, and then 3 more. So I guess 6 in total. So we brought a more 1v1 build, I guess, this time around. We'll see how he can actually use it, though. I'm going to fast forward the game. So we see the Sarmatian Warband pushing up, and I mean, they don't really take much damage from missiles, as you can see here. Just a lot of armor, and their missile block chance is 40. So good luck killing those guys with missiles. They're pretty tanky themselves. So for this Nordic band, still pushing through. It's gotten 40 kills. And now it does force this Alani Horseman to come in, which means that archers can target it. And looks like there's an Alani Horseman going in straight for this Alani Horseman. So the Alani Horseman here, oh, it's going to pull through. Very nice job. It's going to get the charge. But this Vandal Berserker is going to get caught here and rear charge. But thanks to the unit being slowed down, I guess that doesn't really happen. Instead, these Guardsmen and Vandal Berserkers get charged instead, which will still be pretty massive. I think, no, not the best kills on this Cav unit, actually. So this is a very good engagement for Oleg and Dzambal. This Alani Horseman gonna go down with only 33 kills. There's an engagement over here, but oh, the Nobolani get a charge off onto this Nordic Brigade, and now they're going to just fall immediately to this Horse Lord. And some Huskarls coming in, and now these units are all gonna go down. As you can see, these hurlers coming in to stop potential charges. This Cav unit here not gonna do much. Oh, it's actually going to get into these Huskarls because the Huskarls are not in the best position. They're going to pull back, but as you can see, they're taking some damage, so that was not optimal, though. They didn't really lose much on that charge, and now this Alani Horseman is going to go down for sure. Still more Nobolani coming in, but, I mean, is this really effective for Oleg and Dzambal? Now we have the Royal Huskarls coming in into this blob, and in this blob, they're just going to do massive amounts of damage. As you can see, the Oleg and Dzambal are trying to send Cav around, but there's units to defend against potential attacks. As you can see, this unit trying to charge into the Royal Suebi Cavalry to stop it from getting charges off onto the Nordic Horse Lords. But the engagement over here, I mean, the Huskarl is now on the field, and it's getting a lot of kills in this blob. As is this Huskarl here, also on the field, but looks like it kind of got charged by this Nobolani Cav, so very nicely done there. There's an engagement over here, Nobolani Cav and some elite Aggony warriors coming in. They're gonna get excellent charges off onto these Vandal Berserkers and Gadansmen, poor Gadansmen and Vandal Berserkers. These units here just shielding off this side for the Agartha team, but this Nobolani Cav doing extremely weird things. It should just pull out and come support the center, or just go around like this instead. Oh, but now it gets charged. However, this Spike unit needs to be pushed up a little bit to kill those Cav units. Over here, as you can see, the Vandal Berserkers getting crushed by all these elite Aggony warriors. Huskarls here dying without getting too many kills, but they're just against too many units. Now the Vandal Warlord is engaged here. This Royal Suebi Cavalry is engaged, but didn't seem to get the best charge off onto the Horse Lords. That's due to the hurlers going into play there. There is this Royal Suebi Cavalry, which looks like is going to engage with Alani Horseman, which is now going to go into Diamond and attack it. There's an engagement over here, which the Nobolani Cav should lose with some Huskarl support. Now the Alani General is going to pull out, but this is really difficult to pull out of, honestly. Like, he's being chased by Cav. This is horrible pull out, actually. Should have kept the General in there, actually, because now he's losing way too much. I think that was really not worth it. However, on this side, as you can see, the Vandal Warlord looks like he is going down rapidly. Ooh, he is down. Well, he's routed, but he might be dead. Oh, he is dead. So now the Vandal units could just chain route off the field soon enough. Oh, but actually it's the Langobard ones which do. Oh, this flank. Royal Suebi Cavalry holding, Royal Suebi Cavalry holding, but they're not going to win in prolonged melee versus Horse Lords for sure. Looks like this Nobolani Cavalry going to die in melee to the Huskarl. These elite Agatharisi trading quite well here, as are these others. Here, as you can see, just a lot of kills onto these elite Agatharsis. The Huskarls also doing a lot of job themselves. They're just killing so many units here. Ooh, the general is gone, and that's the Alani general actually, so that's not pretty good. I mean, that's not good for Agartha, but at this point I think they have a massive advantage anyway in terms of melee. And now the frenzy activated onto these Huskarls, just going to do, look at how, this Royal Huskarl here, 230 kills, 170 kills, 105, still alive and well. This one's gotten 116. The Elite Agathyrsi as well, trading so well because they got the proper charges off onto the enemy infantry units, whereas the enemy infantry units did not. This Nomalani calf here looks like it might actually lose in melee to this the Godhansman. That is the case because the Godhansman is Berserk. I mean, these units are all in Berserk, which really obviously helps the Langobars. I mean, Oleg and Dzambal, but it's not really enough because there's still way too many units on the field right now for the Agartha team. And as we zoom in, we can see that there's insane lag. Wow, this game just lagging so much right now. Do all the bodies. Wow, the amount of lag right now is insane. You can probably see it yourself because this is definitely not 60 FPS. Ouch. Must be due to all the bodies on the ground, I guess. That's the problem. So many bodies. So an engagement here. Yeah, it looks like the Ghana's Warlord is on the field here. And now he's gonna be off the field. This should be game as soon as these Berserk units go off the field. That's quite funny that the Berserk units don't count as units that are routing.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
And so they prolong the end game. And yeah, it looks like Pyrrhic victory for the Agartha team. Let's look at the stats for Ragnar of Agartha. Again, Huskarl is doing well, even the Nordic Hurlers and the Nordic Horse Lords. As for the Allans of Orgetorix, nice stats on his Elite Agathyrsi and the Archers. Now for Oleg, we can see Vandal Berserkers not doing great overall. His bows not doing much either. Nalani Horsemen, his cap didn't do so bad, that's for sure. But for example, though, he had this pretty insane Godhansman and Godhan's Chosen, but it wasn't enough because the rest of his units were not trading cost effectively. And still, the enemy had more infantry, I believe. So 6 good inf here, and then like let's say 7, 8, 9. Okay, but I mean just the Jutes alone with like 8 Huskarls in total is pretty insane. And you can't really compare Horse Slayers and Horse Hewers in melee against like actual good units either. I mean, okay, the Godhan's Warlord is pretty good, but still. And Godhansmen are good, but they're not going to beat Huskarls. And then the Agathyrsi, I believe they actually beat Vandal Berserkers. So yeah, this is going to be a 2-0 win for Ragnar of Agartha and Orgetorix of Agartha in this match. And so they win the Aggony 2015 Team Championships. Congratulations to them. And well played. So hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I shall see you next time.